Akbar takes the reins of government into his own hands. In 1560, Akbar decided to handle means to control the government and the administration on his own, and in this way he took the administration into his hands and asked Bairam Khan to leave on a pilgrimage to Mecca, where Bairam Khan was killed on his way by an Afghan in January 1561. Akbar has been considered the great Mughal emperor by the historians, and the greatness of Akbar can be claimed in his four achievements, namely political unification of the subcontinent, a system of orderly administration, land revenue system, and lastly, racial and religious conciliation in the country. Now, one by one, we'll discuss all his achievements. Akbar's conquests means the political unification of the Indian subcontinent under Akbar. Akbar followed a policy of conquest for the expansion of his empire in India, and some of his important conquests between 1560 and 1576 are: first, he conquered Malwa and Garkatanga, which was a number of Gond and Rajput principalities, means a number of Gond and Rajput kingdoms. Then he conquered the major part of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Bengal, and Bihar. After that, he extended his authority over the Deccan by annexing, means by capturing Berar in 1596. Then he gained victory over Ahmednagar in 1597. Khandesh was also included in the Mughal Empire in 1601. His Deccan dominions now included Ahmednagar, Golconda, and Bijapur. He established his rule in Assam also in the eastern direction. In the northwest, his empire extended up to Kabul and Kandahar. In this way, most of the Indian subcontinent was under the control of Akbar. Akbar's Mansabdari system. The Mansabdari system was the administrative system introduced by Akbar in Mughal Empire during 1571. The word Mansab is of Arabic origin meaning rank or position. Hence, Mansabdari was a system of ranking the government officials and to determine their civil and military duties along with their remunerations means salaries. Akbar created an imperial service based on merit and graded it according to military rank, and this system came to be known as the Mansabdari system. The lowest rank in this system was of 10 and the highest rank was 5,000, which was given to the nobles. Princes were given the highest rank of 7,000. Mansabdars were directly appointed by the emperor and they were paid in cash, not in the form of land grants. The Mansabdar had to maintain a required quota of horses, elephants, mules and carts out of his salary. Means the salary which was given to the Mansabdar, in that salary he has to maintain this amount, a certain amount of horses, elephants, mules and carts which were used by the emperor during the time of wars and other things. Then the Mansabdars they acted both as civil military commanders and civil administrators, and their status was not hereditary. Means once a Mansabdar died, his son could not become the next Mansabdar. Akbar's land revenue system. Land revenue reforms were introduced in 1580 when Todermal became the Diwan-e-Ashraf, means the head of the revenue department. Todermal devised a new system known as the Shala system. In the word Dashala, Dha means 10. This system was based on the survey and measurement of land. Then the classification of land was done according to its productive capacity. Fixation of rates means revenues were fixed, which were payable in cash or kind by the cultivators. The average produce and the average price was calculated for last 10 years to fix the revenues paid to be paid by the cultivators. Out of the total produce, one third was fixed as the king's share. The state advanced loans to the needy farmers, and as a result, agriculture flourished in the Mughal Empire that further boosted the trade and industry also. Akbar's law and justice. Akbar believed in the speedy administration of justice and therefore he regarded it as an important duty. The chief Qazi was the foremost judicial official and he used to nominate Qazis for the provinces. The bigger towns had their own Qazis and the villagers they used to settle their disputes through the panchayat system. Emperor's court was the final court of justice. Then comes Akbar's racial and religious pacification policy. Akbar he tried to bring about racial and religious unification in his kingdom, and for this, first he abolished the jizya tax, means the poll tax which was paid by all the non-Muslims in his kingdom. Then he opened state services for the Hindus, and Hindu writers and artists were patronized by him. Then he had matrimonial alliances with the Rajput families of that time. In 1580, he started a new cult, means a new religion called Deen-e-Ilahi, which was based on the belief that there is only one God and required its member to accept virtues such as courage, chastity, and justice. But this cult could not have many followers as it was never imposed on the people, means the people were not forced to follow this religion.